What is up, guys? I'm Francis, back with the TDS TV news. It's the 17th of June, and in the news this week we've got big driving test news, big theory test news, even bigger news for the channel. I want to get your opinion, new cars, and who wins last week's competition. So a couple of days ago, driving instructors got some really big driving test news. If your driving test got cancelled because of coronavirus and you've been patiently waiting and your date is coming up soon, stop. It's been postponed indefinitely. So the main problems that the DVSA said they've got at the moment with reopening driving tests is number one, PPE. They haven't got the PPE to roll it out to every single driving examiner in the country. Number two is training. The examiners haven't had the training yet to help them mitigate the risks of coronavirus. And number three is the 2-meter rule. The DVSA is a government organisation, so they've really got to respect and stick to Boris Johnson's guidance on this one. While that 2-meter rule is in place, it's going to be really difficult to restart driving tests because you're only about half a metre away from your driving examiner. So the next steps for you, if you've got a driving test coming up that was rescheduled due to coronavirus, sit tight. Your test is not going ahead. Wait, the DVSA will contact you to rebook your test, and they've promised that you'll be at the front of the queue and the system will open up to you before it opens up to everybody else. Next, let's talk about theory tests, and the information on theory tests is pretty much the exact same as it is with driving tests. So as you know, if you regularly watch the news, theory tests got opened on the 1st of June, then they got cancelled, then they got cancelled some more, and now they've been cancelled all the way up until the 3rd of July. So if you were one of those lucky ones that got in first and booked your theory test, you've probably seen it cancelled. So what does that mean for you? If you need to book and pass the theory test, I would suggest getting in there early. Remember, we've got a massive backlog. So if the earliest testing dates are August, take one of those testing dates before they get snapped up, and we then are looking at September, October, November, or even 2021. Next in the news, and to be honest, the biggest news for me is this week we hit 500 subs. I am so happy about this, and it's all down to you guys. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. Thank you so much for supporting me. Thank you so much for all of your support, all of your comments, all of your likes. I read every single comment that you guys put in the comment section. So what does this mean? For me, I'm going to keep creating amazing content for you to help you drive safer and stay informed, whether you've passed your driving test already or you're still learning to drive. Next, last week we mentioned on the news that a quarter of motorists are struggling or not feeling confident driving on the roads post-lockdown. I want to know what kind of things you're struggling with or feeling nervous about, either driving on your own or on driving lessons. We'll be making a video about it in the next couple of weeks, so if you've got an issue, I want to help you with it. Comment below. As always, I'll be reading through all of the comments and I'll be commenting back with you guys, so see you in the comment section. Next in the news, guys, I had to bring you this one from the company that brought us the cactus and thought it was cool to stick rectangle squares of plastic on doors. Look at this. This is the all-new Citroen C4, and when I first saw it, I took a quick glance and I said, Eurus. And then I looked again, and actually, it's the new Citroen, and it looks really nice. Is this Citroen finally coming into the 21st century? Are they finally making cars that we want to drive? From the aggressive-looking DRL's daytime running lights to that little flick of a back spoiler and the nicely smooth, curved, sloping boot, I think this one's one to look out for in 2021. Next up on the news, it's just something to think about every single year when summer rolls around. The newspapers and publications that don't really deal with driving come with these summer driving do's and don'ts. They give you hints and tips like don't wear flip-flops when you're driving or you could risk £1 million fine. Be careful of what sunglasses you're wearing because you could get 1 billion points on your license. Stay hydrated, but don't stay hydrated because sipping from water while you're driving could risk you getting done. Really? Guys, we're sensible. It's just about being sensible while you're driving. If you wear flip-flops and those flip-flops slip off your feet and then you slip off the pedals and you don't reach for the brake in time, what's going to happen? You're going to have an accident and then your footwear choice is going to get called into question. But if you can safely drive in flip-flops, some people can, some people find it really difficult, then that should be up to you. So the moral of the story, the rules don't change from winter to summer. Drive sensibly, drive courteously, drive within the law, and if you're gonna have a drink, leave your car at home. And finally, for the news this week, the winner of last week's competition. I didn't pick the winner, I got somebody else to do it for me, so it would be fair for you guys. And the first person that she picked, I contacted, and they weren't old enough to take driving lessons. I'm so sorry. So she picked again, and the winner of this week's competition is Neve from Archway in London. Congratulations. Catch her on the Instagram soon at tds.tv when we meet up for some lessons, and hopefully I'll get her to do some videos for you guys too, so you can see how she's getting on. Hold tight for more competitions coming soon. That's been the TDS TV news for this week. You're now up to date. Catch me back next Thursday for the next roundup of TDS TV news. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and in the meantime, drive safe.